Today, it's a black and blue matchup. Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Taken at the 3. Out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's here's Allen on 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. That one is caught by Hunt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Called at a very strong gain of 24. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a 2nd win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Logan. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Come on, set. 15
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down. Logan. And this is Floyd, complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, and go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of
at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Right there, 54
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Nifty move. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
57, Mike, 57. Oh, you got deep?
Ready? On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Logan. Norwood's got it, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So we've hit half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on second down. Logan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with the running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why, where we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Ready? Mike 57. Here we go. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
Ready? 60 on. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
To throw on 3rd down. Logan. Completes it to Hardman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Logan. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Logan. It's brought in by Floyd. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mecole Hardman. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they? Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory. And leading here in the 4th. First play of the drive, a success. Big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked. Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Allen now going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet. But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
To the air, Allen, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Steps away to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second down and inches. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Completes it to Norwood. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Logan.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, was able to make the sure catch, and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw. Logan. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
60
On first down, Logan looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Logan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Packers, they pick up win number 7 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on.